the truck's taking a little rest, a little siesta over there. Yeah. One of the off ramps. We're on I-10 here in Arizona, just past the 53, exit 53. I thought maybe you'd like to see the sunrise with me. This is where I normally take my sunrise photo, but I already captured it and posted it on Instagram already. So, and I'm kind of in a little bit of a lull right here, so there's not a lot of truck passing. So I thought I'd record real quick, man, and let you guys check it out. I'm not sure what you can hear and what you can't. Let me see. Just in case by chance you're hearing through the, I don't know which microphone. I think it's just playing through the phone. I think you're just hearing through the phone's microphone, but just in case you're able to, there comes a car. Hey, how you doing, man? From Ireland. All right on, man. Okay, the sound's okay, Neri? Thanks, man. Yeah, this is work for me. This is from my office. So there you can see out my side mirror. Check that out. Still see the sunrise. And then off over here you can see the mountains. It's pretty nice, man. I definitely love the mornings. You know what I'm saying? Coming back into Phoenix, it's pretty nice. Hey, here's a little bit of a glimpse inside the truck. As you can see, we only go 63 miles an hour. That's as fast as this truck will go. I am not kidding. And it's just a hair over, what is that? 80 clicks for you guys. It's just, well, 80 clicks for us, I think, is like, what, 56 or something like that, or somewhere around there. So you can kind of do the math and figure out what 63 is. It's not very much faster than 80, I would imagine, for you guys overseas. But if I remember right, I think I've heard from truck drivers overseas that, heck, I don't even think they get to drive 63. I think they only really get to drive at what, 80 or 85 kilometers per hour. So I don't think they even get to drive 63. But that's that. And then I love looking at the mountains. One of these days I want to bring my big camera and shoot the mountains. But this is what the desert looks like in the desert southwest here in Arizona. I'm about 50 miles, well, I can tell you exactly, I'm 55 miles east of the California border. So that's what it looks like right around the Arizona-California state line, if you will. And you can see all the traffic behind me there waiting to pass me. They'll be coming up here soon enough. Give you guys a nice little glimpse here of what it's like. Yes, sir, I've been driving all night. This is the last few hours of my drive here heading into Phoenix. Yeah, it usually takes me, what time is it now? It's 5:40 a.m. So, let's see. About 2 hours, 2.25 hours straight into Phoenix to my terminal from here. So, and I have to take another, I don't have to, but I have another half-hour break coming, so you add another half-hour break into that. So, you know, about close to 3 hours. No coffee. Right there in my mug there, I have tea. As a matter of fact, you can Hold on a second here. You can see even the little tab that I have hanging off of my cup there. Yeah, no, I don't. While I'm driving, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. Yeah, you know what, Zach? Tonight's been pretty darn nice. It's I have to admit, westbound is, you know, usually where I get when I'm heading into California. That's when I have most of my problems. But tonight was pretty smooth, and then, well, actually I can't say that, because they've been doing a lot of road construction over there. But I figured since we have these early sunrises, I might as well. This is the most daylight I get all night. So you can see the cars coming by me now. The speed limit here in Arizona, this is Interstate 10, highway, you know, it's a you know, interstate highway, and the speed limit here in Arizona is 75. So, and that's for big trucks and for cars, you know, for everybody. In California, the speed limit's 70, and then for trucks it's 55, or if you're towing a trailer, it's 55 miles an hour. And we don't have, as you can tell, we don't have radios in here. See, there's no, that's where a radio would go right there. See, that's just a cubby hole, and I have a little paper that I write notes on in there. There goes Buster Brown, old UPS freight. We usually wave at each other, you know. We're all Teamsters, so we usually wave at each other. I'll flash them over here. And give me a little blink there if you saw that. That's like a little thank you. But anyway, I use my Oont speaker, and I have a case on it. That's the one that I don't know if I posted that, but I have a case on that. And that leather case only costs like, I don't know, $11, $12. But that Oont 3 XL is the one that I use for my tunes. I just set it right there. And normally I would put it up there in that cubby hole, but it doesn't fit in there. So I just have to sit it right there in the dash. And if I get pulled in the scale, I take it off right away. Of course. Some scale masters frown on that sort of thing, and some don't mind it, but you know, I hate to find out which one's which. So I just take it off. And a two-door, it was amazing. Yeah, it's I'd be interested in your drives over there too. I've had a lot of communication with guys in with truck drivers in Australia and in the UK and in Italy. I've had a lot of communication online with those guys, and the driving in Australia fascinates me. I've met some Australian drivers here, and as you can tell, everybody passes me. Yeah, that's a lot of. Some people, you know, think that way. It's of course on camera you're just looking at the road and at the scenery and so on and so forth. And I do enjoy these mountains. I like this time in the morning when the sun is hitting those mountains. Doesn't that? Well, maybe from over here. Doesn't that look cool? The way that sun hits those mountains, man. Oh, I love it. But yeah, you never know. Stuff changes out here pretty quick. Today's, you know, not pretty nice day. We got a Schneider guy right there. Yeah, I love it. I always kind of wonder. You can see all the way to my extreme right. I don't know if you can see at the base of those hills right there, those mountains. there's like some kind of plant or something over there. You see that like white building? I always look and I'm like, what is that over there? You know what I'm saying? I always kind of wonder. I'm like, what is that? I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah. You can just kind of see, man, in my mirror, there's like never-ending trucks. It just, let me see if I can flip it around this way. Nah, it won't let me do it. Darn it. Well, YouTube really kind of limits this. But yeah, Breaking Bad. Yeah. Yeah. You never know out here, man, in Arizona. Let me tell you, man, in this desert, man, I've met some crazy people. I mean, crazy. I mean, bat nuts crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've met some crazy people, man. Really. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So you never know. Like, there's a spot over here where every once in a while you look out there and you don't think you see anything, and then, and as many times as I've driven this, even I find new stuff. I'm like, what is that right there? You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you notice that it's like a school bus out there in the middle of bumfuck out there, and you know what I'm saying? If someone's living out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and who's ever gonna know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I kind of wonder, like, why is there so many homeless? There's like desert for days out here. Like, who would ever know if you set up like some little shelter in the middle of the desert and just, I don't know, lift off of snakes and I don't know, whatever in the hell you can catch out here in the desert. You know what I'm saying? It seems like as long as you could forage for your own food, it seems like you can get by out here. I don't know, but some of them do. And you can see off into my extreme left. Yeah, you could die out here pretty. Yeah, because right now you can see the temperature and the truck is showing 71. So it's pretty reasonably cool out here right now. Yeah, my watch is showing 73. So it's you know, for us it's pretty cool right now. It's 5:49 in the morning. This will be as cool as it gets, 71. Yeah, this will be as cool as it gets. It'll be 107 today, which is pretty mild for us considering. Yeah, you know what? We actually, you know, compared to some countries, we actually do have decent highways. Now they've worked on this one a lot. This particular stretch, they redid it. I don't know, about 2 years ago. So it's not bad. Yeah, this part's not bad at all. There's some other parts in California that they're currently working on, and some other parts in California that they're not working on. They really desperately need to get on. You know what I'm saying? But and they're just, oh, it's just awful. On my podcast, I mention it all the time. I talk about that stupid 10-mile stretch of road. It sucks. But yeah, it's not too awful bad. Oh, there's another look at those mountains right there. They're a little closer right there. Kind of see them off over there. Hitting the 69-mile marker here. You got exit 69. Sometimes I get off here and, you know, relieve myself, and then take a nap or whatever here on the side of the road. You can see that driver got off over there too. That's typically, you know, what we'll do before you head into Phoenix. You see a lot of crosses. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you're allowed to do that in other countries, but over here, you know, if someone died on the side of the road, you'll get one of their loved ones posting a cross. See how some of these guys are parked there, getting a little nap in, or, you know, taking a quick leap before you go into Phoenix, hit the traffic and everything. I didn't get to read all that before it went out, but I drive 430 miles, roughly 430 to 440 miles every night. So you can look here at my deal here, and I've driven 232 miles and 0.1 mile, 232.1 miles since midnight. So not too bad. And right now, for my whole trip, I'm averaging 7.2 miles per gallon. Not too good today. It's actually better than some of these trucks out here. The big trucks will average 6. You can get 6 miles per gallon. 6 miles per gallon to, you know, some of the higher truck, you know, the seriously fuel-conscious trucking companies will get sometimes 11. I've heard of up to 11. I've heard some guys getting 13. I don't know how true that is. That's damn good fuel. I mean, that's like getting 13 miles per gallon in a big truck is like getting like 50. That's like getting 50 miles per gallon in a car. So in this truck, right now for this trip, I'm averaging 7.2 according to the computer, because it was really windy. It's still a little windy right now, a little breezy, but it was really windy earlier, just knocking me around. Here, I'll give it a good little shake, and then you can see the doubles. You see the doubles? You see that second trailer back there? That's probably making the people in back of me nervous. Seeing that trailer wiggle. But that part's kind of fun. Sometimes someone pisses you off, I'll wiggle that back trailer at them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the... Sometimes they stay back there too long. I don't know what they look at. You know, you get people doing that, especially at night. Not so much during the day, but at night. They'll just stay next to your back trailer, or, you know, they'll just drive. I don't know what they do at night. I don't know what happens at night that makes you want to drive next to a truck, but I'll just kind of, you know, wiggle that back box at them a little bit and, hey, you know, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, what are you doing? Get away from me, man. You know what can happen? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, out here, this is that stretch where you just don't see too many cops right here. No, you'll see triples, that's for sure, just not in this state. Arizona there's only a real small little part of Arizona where they allow triples, but north of us, Nevada has triples, Utah has triples. There's several states that allow triples, just not Arizona. Arizona, the majority of states don't allow triples, but there are some that allow triples, and the super singles, what we call super singles, which will be like pulling double 53 footers and stuff like that. But what you do see down here a lot is your heavy haulers. Man, these guys will pull. I think it's so cool. It's something I've kind of always wanted to do, just for the fun of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it just seems so cool. Every once in a while, watch us. You never know. I never know when I'm going to see one, but every once in a while, and they only come out during like the day, right? But they're these huge setups, man. And you'll have like multiple tractors on them. You'll have Like you'll have like 2 trucks pulling them, and like 2 trucks or 1 truck pushing them. They're just so long and so wide, and they'll have police escorts around them, and it's crazy. I don't even know how many axles they have. It's insane. They're just the biggest setups you've ever seen, and they're pulling these huge, I don't know what they are. They're just different things, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty cool to see. But down here on 10, you'll see a lot of doubles. There's a lot of doubles on 10 because there's a lot of LTL companies. That's what we call LTL, less than truckload carriers. Yeah, 200 ton. Yeah, I don't know what their weight limit is, and I wish I knew more about it, because I'll run into a heavy haul guy, but they're not that kind of heavy haul guy. They're a little bit lighter guy. They'll have escorts and stuff, but not, man, nothing like those guys. Those other guys are just, and it takes them forever to drive somewhere. I mean, it takes them, God, just to go a couple 100 miles takes them like days sometimes, because they have to plan out their whole route so meticulously, you know. And there's some certain places where they, you know, the roads have to be blocked, and all kinds of stuff has to happen before they can even turn. It's crazy. They're just so massive. And you do see them down here. I've had the unfortunate, here, because see, there's a car on the side. Now, if you ever see a truck do this, I'm getting over on the left lane. You know, we're trying to avoid hitting somebody in that car. You know, it doesn't look like there's anybody in that one, but now I'm going to get back over. That's a little tip for you. You know, a lot of things happen, and so you're just erring on the side of caution, playing it safe. It's a courtesy. In some states, it's actually the law that you try to get over when someone's pulled over on the side of the road. I think in Arizona already there's been 15 deaths this year from people on the side of the road, and it's only June, so something like that. You'd be surprised how many people will get hurt or killed on the side of the road. Yeah, there's people. Yeah, it drives me insane, because there's sometimes people pull over on the side of the road, you know, on the interstate, just to take a leak or something, or just to swap drivers, and you're like, man, that is so dangerous. Like, take an exit ramp or something and do it on the exit ramp at least, you know. It's at least a little less dangerous, you know. Yeah, no, I drive the same route every night. I go from Phoenix, Arizona to a place called Scirocco Summit, California. That's where they have the George Patton Museum. They have all his tanks and all kinds of stuff over there. It's pretty cool if you get into war history. And I meet a driver out of LA there, and we swap trailers, and I come back to Phoenix, and that's my night. Takes me about, wait, hold on. Yeah, see, the temperature's going up. I gotta raise my AC here. But yeah, it'll take me 11.5 to 12 hours. You know, by the time I take all my breaks and then when I get back, I like to keep a clean truck. There's not a lot in the truck, but you can see it's still clean though. I keep a clean truck. If I showed you some of the other ones, you would not believe, my friend, how nasty some of these guys are. It's ridiculous. I don't get it, because I'm in this thing more than I am my personal vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I gotta drive it, so I keep it clean. You know, you can look at it. I don't. It's not a lot dirty in here. You know what I'm saying? I wipe it down. So when I get back, I take about 30 minutes or so, and I wipe everything down. I clean all the windows. Right now the windows are a little dirty from you know, using the squeegee when I go to the truck stop and all that. I'll clean the windows like that. But when I get back to the terminal, that's when I clean it real good, you know. I can never say that exit right there. I don't know what that road is. I always try to say it. Now some of this right here, this Salome Road right here, this exit 81, I've taken so many pictures right here. You might have noticed some of my sunrise photos on Instagram. If you see green and then some mountains and stuff, that might look familiar to you. That's all farmland right there, and then they've got that big, well, I call it arroyo, but it's a little ditch that they have there, you know, that supplies all their water and everything. But it's just so beautiful right there with that, you know, that's a lot of the, you're starting to hit a lot of the farmlands for Arizona. From here forward, you'll start to see a lot of farms, and you'll smell them before you see them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. I think they just all fertilized, so you shouldn't smell it today. But, well, you guys won't smell anything. But yeah, that's what's over there. And I typically will park right there in that little spot, and then that's where I've gotten some of those photos from. Pretty cool. But in any case, I'll go here in a little bit. Just wanted to give you a nice little view of the desert. This is the desert, and there's no doubt about it. Well, let me hold on, because I don't know if the sun, I think the sun, yeah, darn it. Because on top of this little hill, I don't know how much you can see, because it looks pretty dark on the screen, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can see more than I can. But you can see those radio towers on top of that little mountain right there, that little hill. Now all those other little things sticking up on each side of the on tower are those typical Arizona cactus that you see. And that's how big some of those cactus can be. Now not the ones that are, you know, the ones on top, there are the antennas. But next to them are those big cactus. I forget the names, but... And those cactus are very protected, my friends. Let me tell you, they are very protected. You can't do anything to those cactus, man. If you were to move one by accident or knock one over and you didn't report it or something, oh my God, they're so protected, it's ridiculous. But because they're very old, I didn't realize they're that old. In order for them to grow that big, they're like 100 years old or more. I didn't realize they were that old, so it's kind of cool that they do protect them. But I don't see any over here, but they're definitely on top of this hill. You'll see a lot of them. Those cactus that there you go. You might be able to see it with that sun hidden. See some of them? And then a lot of the lava rock and stuff. Don't ask me where that lava rock come from, but they're definitely on these little mountains, these little hills. So it's pretty cool. There's one kind of sitting off on its own over there. Those big cactus. They're big too, man. But yeah, they're protected. As a matter of fact, like they're doing road construction right now. There's this one spot I know of that has like 5 of them, and they're doing a construction all the way around them. You know, all the way around them. They're doing construction all the way around them. They will not touch those. Now you can move them, but you got to have all kinds of permits, and then you have to like. From what I hear, you have to, like wherever you took them from, they tag it, and then you have to like satellite. They use satellites to track exactly the way it was in the ground, and wherever you plant it, you have to plant it exactly the way it was in the ground, the way that it was originally planted. You know what I'm saying? Does it make any sense? It's crazy. So most of the time they just try to leave them where they're at if they can, because it's a huge hassle and costs a lot of money. Even for the people that have money, it costs them a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, yeah, you can see a bunch of them right there. There's tons of them. Look at that. For some reason, they're on mostly this side of the road. All the way into Phoenix, too. For some reason, they're on that side of the road. But this rest area is where I take my break, so I'll end it here. Put on my blinker here, and I'll head in here. Take my 30-minute break here, and then I'll finish my trip on into Phoenix. We'll see you guys, man. Peace out.